All right, so it is now Simone's turn.
Oh, wait. Wild magic.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, you have to roll on the table. Yes.
Does that fail?
Yeah. Why is it -3?
It's
third level spell.
It's a third level spell, yeah. Yeah. I think the higher we go, we're gonna have to end up changing.
No. It's 1d10 -1 at all times to see if you roll. So you got a 2. It still fails.
Okay.
It still fails, but it's just 1d10 -1 because there are 9 levels of spells.
Okay, alright, I got it.
Right.
So it never changes according to the spell level.
No, not by the way I'm doing. I'm just simplifying the rules. So 1d10 -1, 9 levels of spells. If you get below the spell level, 74.
Oh no!
A random creature within 60 feet of you becomes poisoned for 1d4 hours.
Wait, what is it?
A random creature within 60 feet of you becomes poisoned for 1d4 hours.
Is it your choice?
It's random.
Just
like,
random.
Okay.
So
roll
let's
a dice, I guess.
So wait. So let's see.
There's separate buttons.
So it's you, Cathixis. So it's two. So
You can't
5 of
target.
you.
Oh. Well,
So
I don't think you can
5
target me anyway, but yeah.
You could target. It just wouldn't
No,
work.
it's random. It's completely
Yeah.
random.
It's completely random. So 5 of you. 6. Lenny is 7.
Yes.
8, 9, 10. Because it's like.
There's people?
Let's just roll. Yeah, there are people watching this. So let's just say I'm just gonna roll a. Oh God, I'm gonna roll. No, so 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna roll a d8 minus. I'm gonna roll a d8. If it hits that 8, it infects one of the random villagers. 7 is Lenny. 6 is me. 5 is Cathixis. 4 is Daergram. 3 is Ozone. 2 is Addison. 1 is Nomenclature.
All right, I got my number. Oh.
Nomenclature.
Sorry, bro.
Oh wait, actually no. It should be you rolling it.
Really?
I'm
Okay.
sorry. I took away that roll from you.
Oh, it's fine. All right, so 1d8. Here we go.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's Ozone.
Oh my God.
Of course it's me. So now I gotta roll for the... Thanks, DM, for making me roll it. All right, so now I gotta roll the hours. So now I'm basically poisoned for a number of hours.
Wait,
Of course.
No, he's immune to poison. The feast of heroes.
Oh yes.
You are immune to poison.
Wonderful.
Oh my God.
And it was max too. It was 4 hours.
All right. So you start to feel a sort of sickness kind of clawing at you, but then it just randomly goes away. You don't know.
But then it was just bad.
I think that feast was bad.
It's a day in the life in Ozone.
Yeah.
Sound of skull and crossbones.
And good times.
Like,
Okay, is your turn done? Are you done?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's it.
Simone. Simone, it's your turn.
Simone's gonna keep hovering and waiting for me to attack.
All right. Cathixis, it's your turn. Oh, wait. 1 second.
Please let me fucking roll to get rid of this fucking shit.
so fucking funny. So fucking funny.
Okay. So you blink back into existence. You blink back into existence. You, go ahead.
All right. So he's paralyzed, right? But
Yeah, your attacks all have advantage.
Yep. I'm just gonna go ahead and, well, oh yeah, I need to walk up to him. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and walk up to him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my bag of devouring.
You're gonna go what?
I'm gonna pull out my bag of devouring.
The Damien music is kicking in.
I'm going to crouch down in front of his face, and I'm going to look him in the eyes, and telepathically, I'm going to tell him, surrender now, or you die.
He can't surrender.
But can he blink? Can he blink?
He's paralyzed.
He can't even move his eyes?
Completely paralyzed.
Really? He can't even fucking blink.
Then I guess he dies.
Hold on. I want like some sort of way for him to be able to respond to me. I assumed he could still like fucking move his eyes.
Well, if you tell him telepathically, can he respond telepathically?
No.
Can't you do that with like message?
No, he has to.
He has telepathy. He has like a limited form of telepathy where he can communicate to other people. The only way they can communicate back is if they are telepaths, or they have some sort of feature like message or something like that.
Yeah, I was under the impression that when a creature, even if it's paralyzed, it could like speak and stuff.
I don't believe so.
I thought with hold person you just can't move, like your body. You can.
Yeah, but I mean, if you
move
can't
your vocal cords.
I mean, if you can't move your body,
I mean, your vocal cords are. So here's the
thing.
Like anatomy lesson, the vocal cords are part of the body.
Does someone have the DM's basic rules? Look at page 5 for telepathy.
Pulling it up right now.
I want to kill him, but I want to give him a fucking chance because he's not evil.
You said page 5?
Yeah, DM's basic rules, page 5. It apparently says a creature without telepathy can receive and respond to telepathic messages, but can't initiate or terminate a telepathic conversation.
Okay.
I just want to make sure it actually says that.
I'm seeing it also immediately fails strength and dexterity.
Yeah, exactly. So he would immediately fail the check to get sucked in, and then he would die on his next turn.
He can't react to you.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So as soon as I end my turn, he would be in the plane and die. So that's why I want to give him a chance.
One more chance.
Fine. So. Well, how did I word? Because I mean, I wrote out that thing for your character. So how did I word it?
Well, no. Well, I'm also. I don't remember.
Yeah, he's also a warlock.
Yeah, I'm also a warlock, and
oh, you have that? No, then it's fine. Okay, I thought you were talking about the like limited version that I gave.
Yeah, that one that you gave me, I honestly have no idea.
Okay, so like I had to look into that because that's not what I intended. But the warlock one works like regular.
Yeah, because I am a warlock.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Surrender now or die. And I hold the bag like up to his face.
So
back gnashing its teeth.
I don't even know how it looks. Like, does it show teeth?
It looks like a bag.
Well,
you're holding a bag up to him.
I hope he understands what I'm getting at.
Like, I thought I had a class. Yeah, no, it opens, but it can't. It's not animated like that.
Yeah, it's not like a.
Do that with the bag if you want.
Like, if you could like look into it and see the danger, then there wouldn't really be a danger in the bag. So I don't know. Now I'm gonna roll to see if he knows what he's holding.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the bag superficially resembles a bag of holding.
Yeah, it looks almost exactly like a bag of holding, which is why so many people are tricked by it.
Yeah, I didn't take it because I rolled a high enough to check.
Yep.
So I'm going to roll.
That's what I was.
2 checks.
Yeah, no, that's not.
I'm going to roll 2 checks. Yeah, no, that's not what your bag looks like. I'm going to roll 2 checks, an Arcana paired with an Insight, or an Arcana paired with an Insight. So.
Yeah, that's I think what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
That's the one in the DMG. Yeah.
Because the bag of holding is like a happy.
I mean, you could also.
And oh, actually, what you just did is a let me do the Arcana first.
Well,
What I just did was an evil thing? Probably.
No.
Okay.
Check this out. Somebody actually made it.
Yeah, I'm literally looking at that right now.
Oh, that's cool.
That's super cool.
That's dope as shit.
I want it.
Good job, Mario.
Okay. So the druid knows exactly what that is. So roll me an intimidation check.
I don't even care if he's intimidated by it. I hope I get a 1. Like, this is the one time I genuinely hope I get a 1.
You should have advantage because the guy's paralyzed.
Yeah, you do have advantage on it.
God damn it.
I mean, even with you have to, yeah, that's fine.
Damn it, I wanted a 1. Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, I was hoping he doesn't die, because if he dies, we can't use him for the fucking ceremony.
Yeah, hello.
Here.
Well, you know, it is threatening. You are.
Well, no, Lenny would be doing the ceremony. Duh.
That garbage dog.
Lenny's not an extra.
Garbage dog.
You said it yourself. He maintained the fucking thing.
Lenny is not an archdruid. He is what one would call an idiot savant.
There's no savant there.
Like a Raidman.
No.
He's like literally a Rayman when it comes to turning into animals, and that's about all he can fucking do. So like I have his stats out. Like I have his stats written out, and like he can do like nothing, but he's a wizard turning into random shit. That's it.
So
That's
he's
all.
rural, just in druid form.
That's really all you can do. You feel what you feel from him is an intense fear and sort of there's no words that come, but you feel sort of acceptance of your terms.
All right, I'll go ahead and stand up and then just look around at like the team.
You can dismiss your silence and speak to us.
Yeah, I'll stand up, look at the team, look at the crowd. I'll dismiss my silence and just announce, "We've won," and I'll put my bag away.
Okay, so who was not deafened during that fight?
Daergram and I.
And I'll announce it telepathically that we've won.
Oh,
because
okay.
I never actually speak.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. So yeah, so that's fine. So you know that you won. So Cathixis, roll a d20.
Just a regular d20.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing now, you clingy bitch? 19.
You turn into a ghost again.
God damn it! And I disappear as I say that.
Wait, what? When Cathixis says we've won, I give a thumbs up to Simone, and she just starts doing like donuts over the arena, doing the ding 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 sound.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Lenny comes running over to his father and is like, Father, why did you give up? Why did you give up? What happened? And his father shook his head. He said,
He has to make a wisdom saving throw if he's still held.
Yep.
If we know that he gave up, I would end the spell.
Okay, good. So he runs over.
Says, they worked as a unit. They worked as one.
He runs over to his father and says, "Why did you give up?" And the druid says, "You've chosen wisely, son. They worked as one, just as you
Yes!
said.
My God.
They were an excellent choice, and it proves to me that maybe you have some wisdom in your decision to move us as well."
When I come back, wait, do I actually hear any of this?
You hear everything, and you can still be seen. You're just incorporeal. Like
when I come back, I slam the bag on top of Lenny's head.
Oh my god, and it eats plenty? That's it?
No, I don't do that, but I want to. Like, I really do.
And so Lenny turns around to his. So Lenny turns around to his people, jumps in the air really quick, and in the process, midair turns into a dog and then turns back into a human, and then yells to his people, "My people, we move!" And everyone sort of like is standing around like unsure of everything, and his father comes over to him and puts his hand on his shoulder, puts his hand on Lenny's shoulder and looks at his people. He says, "I believe this is a wise decision as well. I am erring on the side of my son's wisdom in this." And then everyone sort of nods then.
What?
What?
I'm deaf.
Right.
A fit.
Right. And so do you actually start screaming what like that? Yeah, you probably do. Okay, so if you do that, his father turns around, and I'm sure I have something to heal that.
They were too
Yeah.
good unit.
His father
they-
turns.
They
His,
were even willing to hurt one another to make sure I
Yeah.
understand acceptable losses. There is no.
his father turns around and sort of like if he hears you guys like kind of yelling at each other, he sort of makes some mystic passes with his hands and waves it across, and a sort of shockwave of energy comes out from him.
Yeah, it's like a shamanic pickup line.
Not even. He's just repping the
Yes.
game.
Fucking assholes. And you're hearing his back.
Oh, good. West Side?
You're hearing his back. And he says, and he kind of welcomes you all, and he says, come. I'm sure that all of us could use some rest as of now. You all fought very well.
No, you should leave.
We are, but aren't you hurt?
I mean, yeah, but what if the...
Bitch face McGee.
What if Volga comes back?
We've wasted enough time on rest, feasting, and fighting. Now fucking flee. And thank you for the alliteration.
Yeah, look at you and I just... Oh.
Did you just say thank you?
For the alliteration.
I was thanking myself on your behalf.
Oh no, I was thinking. I thought you said thank you with an F to add the alliteration.
No.
Oh.
Oh, no.
I would have given. I would have given you inspiration for that. That would have been great. It's such a shame.
I'm wordsmith. I am not no fucking Shakespeare coming up with bullshit.
Okay. So,
Here. Eldritch Blatches. Eldritch Blatches.
Blatches?
Eldritch Blatches everywhere.
all right. So he says. He says, as you wish, and he hurries his people to like kind of gather their stuff and move. You hear so like there's a whole bustling. The town is sort of like pulling all their stuff together. Damn, I didn't expect that fight to be so short. Everyone's sort of
wrecked, son.
Everyone's sort of pulling everything all together. The town is in a frenzy. What are you guys doing?
Well,
Get the fuck out of Dodge.
yeah, so I'm walking with the archdruid. So like while he's directing everyone, I'm kind of like following him. And I'm just it was a well fought battle. We've never actually formally been introduced. We were just the champions of your son.
Yes, that's true.
Could his name be Carl?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Under no circumstances.
The
Reginald.
great archdruid Carl and his son Lenny?
Lenny the idiot.
Under no circumstances whatsoever will that be the case.
Okay, so could it be Carl?
Yes.
Carl.
You know what? I actually had a name I like, but I'm gonna go with that. I really like that.
Well,
Are
no,
any
the
of
name
you
that
guys
like, you need a
below
second one.
half health?
No.
I remember being hit, but I might be wrong. I have a number here that doesn't make
I
sense.
mean, you guys. Well, you guys were all hit for at the very least that thunderclap damage.
I'm pretty sure I did the most damage this entire fight.
I did. That's highly doubtful.
I swear to God,
I
I'm gonna
hit
strangle
everybody.
You with my back.
You what?
I hit everybody.
You mean? Well, that's true. You did
Overall.
hit the most people. You did hit the most people, but the goal of this battle was to hit one person, so you failed.
You should lose your divinity.
Yes, I approve.
So,
Where'd it go?
so you're walking with him, and he introduces himself as Ka'arl. I really like that. Take an extra 500 experience just for that, because that's really fun.
Yeah, boy.
That was cute. Ka'arl, I like that. So he introduces himself as Ka'arl, and he says, "You guys did as you did as well." I was just so I was so overcome. I'm not used to being overpowered so easily.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
What happened?
I said get used to it.
He laughs. He laughs. He's like he says he says it really is such a wonder seeing so many fight as one, and it really is truly an amazing thing.
Well, where will you take refuge?
I imagine we'll have to move more east because west is more towards the Phalanx and Phalias, and that's where Volga is. So we will have to move more east, which will be beneficial to you as well because it's just safer that way than the other.
How long you are able to move your entire clan?
I'm not long at all. I mean, our magic is what erected these homes. It will take a couple of hours to eliminate them, and we don't really have many bolt beings, so just a couple of hours, and then we'll start moving east. What will you guys do?
Well, your presence is required, and perhaps I will notify. We will follow you eastward until you are out of Volga's domain, and then we have much to discuss.
Oh, we can definitely discuss it on the journey.
We will wait until we are out of Volga's realm to discuss it.
Okay, no problem. So he kind of goes back to the enclosure where he was living. And you kind of see him he waves his arms in front of the enclosure and brings them down, and all four walls of the enclosure sink back into the mountain. And he just starts grabbing his stuff from what was once his house. What do the rest of you guys do?
How much time do we have left? About how many hours is it going to take for all this to happen?
Let's say it takes a couple of hours.
All right, I'm going to study my book again.
Okay.
Yeah, actually... I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, what do you want to do? Cathexis?
So I know I have this brain teaser book. Did I ever figure out what it actually is meant for?
Well, roll in an Arcana check.
Arcana. Oof. All right.
Or do any of you have identified? Did any of you think to pick
Oh,
that?
yeah, I do. I have identified.
Oh, so if I notice like Addison reading her book?
Yeah,
book?
you'd see them.
I like walk up to Addison. Do you know what this book is, and I just like hold up the one that I have.
Yeah, I hold out my hand. I'm still reading it, and I just hold out my hand for you to place my hand.
I do so.
So you have the brain teaser one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you already know what that is, Addison. So once you cast a spell, you could tell him.
Yeah, I just say it's isn't it like a book of like something intelligence? I forget what it's called.
Yeah. Book of I don't know. It basically raises your intelligence, your max intelligence score. It raises your intelligence max +2, and then it also gives you 2 extra intelligence. If you study it for the duration.
Oh.
So you have to study it, but once you study it,
Is that the Tome of Clear Thought?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not very useful for me.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I just look and I'm just like, well, if you don't want it.
Is there? Does anyone else have a different book that might be useful for me? We can trade.
You want human poetry?
Probably not.
I look at you and say, this book is very important for me. The only other person I could think of who could probably benefit from that book would either be Nomenclature or maybe even a doctor, but probably Nomenclature more so.
The book that I have, you mean?
Yes, I don't know. I know that Nomenclature has a book on the Sylvan language, which he's studying. I have this book, and I don't recall if anyone found another tome.
Daergram did, didn't he?
Yeah.
I have a platinum-covered book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Which you've never thought to have appraised or cast Identify on.
Do I see Daergram around?
Pretty sure we've tried that before, and I got nothing out of it.
Well, I think you guys tried Arcana, but no one rolled high enough.
Yeah.
We tried Arcana, but none of you ever tried to cast Identify on it.
Yeah, because now I have Identify.
Yeah, I called Daergram, Dr. Daergram over, like, what is the book that you got from the lab?
I don't know. We've never been able to identify. Oh.
I point to Addison.
Addison, could you take a look at this?
Yeah, I just hold out my hand again. Also, still reading the book.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's useless. Give it to me.
Yeah, and then I'll pass Identify on it.
And you identify it as a Tome of Understanding.
That's the Wisdom one, right?
Yep.
Aw, snap.
That one, I believe, is a lot more useful for Cathexis if Daergram wants
Well,
to trade books.
really useful for Daergram too.
Damn it!
Because Wisdom is his spellcasting.
Oh shit, that's right, Cleric.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I just look at you, Cathexis, and I'm just like, well, the only people who would benefit from that, in all honesty, would probably be myself or Nomenclature. And at this point, it should probably go to Nomenclature.
Is Nomenclature around?
Round.
What? You keep cutting out.
He said, I'm always around.
I just kind of like, in a slumped, defeated sort of way, just like walk up to Nomenclature and I just like hand the book to you and I just walk away and just like go sit in the corner and just meditate.
Here you go. Oh. And I thumb through it.
Okay.
You have to study it for 48 hours.
Yeah. 48 hours over a period of 6 days or fewer.
He just takes some cocaine and does it, bangs it out in like 2 days.
Ozone, what are you?
Ozone sees everybody reading and he realizes he's got that Learn Sylvan in Month of Lunches book, and so he's gonna just sit up against a tree or whatever, and I guess like start reading the first chapter.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Roll me an intelligence check.
The slash. Also, yeah.
Yeah, that's a 4.
Oh my god. Alright. You get through about half of the first chapter.
This book is hard.
Yeah, it's a little bit more difficult than you thought it was going to be because it doesn't really relate to any of the languages you know.
Right.
And you thought that it was going to be. You thought that it was going to be easier than you thought it was going to be easier. You thought it was going to be easier than it was, and you picked up a couple of words though here and there.
Certainly easier than saying that sentence.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I rolled a 1 on trying to communicate that sentence. So, all right. So you take those 2 hours. So for each of you, I want you to set up for each of you that have that tome. I want you to set up 48 somewhere on your page, and then just take 2 off of that. Okay. So each time you study it for however many hours, you're going to count down on it. And then when you get to 0, you get the bonus.
Cool.
All right?
Got it.
Wait, you have us doing what?
I
Keeping
want you
track
to write
of.
a 48 somewhere on your character sheet, and then you're going to -2 from that. So you're at 46. So you have 46 more hours to study of your book. You actually have less because you studied more than they did.
Yeah, so I should be at like I think I'm at like 40 or 39.
Yeah, you are because you took 8. You did 8 before, and then another 2. So 8, so 10. So yeah.
I'm at 38.
Mm-hmm. So you should be at 38. Everyone else should be at 46.
We should go extra hardcore and also keep track of the day and month.
Form a study group.
Nope.
Not that serious. Just count down the hours. I'm not gonna go that hardcore into it.
What season is it?
They got real quiet.
Oh, they can't hear us, or I can.
You can't hear us, Peter?
Oh, now I can. I was just like, what happened?
Oh, okay. All right. So after those 2 hours, everyone is packed up. Everyone is packed up, and you guys start to leave. Lenny has turned into an almost wolf-like dog this time. Still golden and shaggy, but looks more like a wolf than the other dog he was.
I look at Lenny and say, something bigger.
So he turns into the little dog first, and then when you say something bigger, he turns into a big wolf-like dog, but still golden and shaggy all over.
I'm like, bigger.
He kind of tilts his head to the side, and he shrugs his shoulders, and then turns into like a dire wolf version of that big shaggy thing.
I sit on him.
I fully expected the Nomenclature to do it.
Yeah, I was going to.
You sit on him?
Yeah.
When you sit on him, he starts kind of like patting around your jaw. So happy.
Yeah. So
he's so happy about this. And then he howls into the air. And
I put my hand on his snout and say, no, none of that.
No, he howls, and that's when all the Goliaths start moving.
Oh, okay.
That's when all the Goliaths start moving forward and following him.
All right.
Give me a perception check, each of you.
Oh. I get like a crazy bonus to perception now.
Okay, go ahead.
That was almost an 8.
Shit.
That's max rolls on everything.
Yeah.
What did you get, Nomenclature? Did you roll?
I didn't roll yet.
Don't worry, you don't have to.
33. Natural 20.
What, my dude?
He still beat you? Alright. Nomenclature.
How do you get a plus 13?
I have a +9 because I have expertise in it, but now
Damn.
because I have the Sentinel Raven, I add my Charisma modifier on top of all of that.
Holy cow, that's amazing.
That goes to my passive as well.
Nomenclature, Daergram. All right. So you guys, Addison, you hear something faint in the distance. You don't really. Roll an insight for me, Addison. Nomenclature and Daergram, though, you hear when Lenny howls, you hear response howls way, way far out in the distance, like toward the west.
I got a 1.
Yeah, you heard something. You don't think it's very important.
I'm reading my book. The whole reason I'm writing Lenny is so I can read while.
You nasty, Poppy. You nasty.
All right. So
actually gonna do the same thing.
Exactly.
I'm gonna fly over and occasionally look through her eyes to see what's around us. Oh well, Simone, and look through her eyes.
While walking?
No, I was gonna sit on Lenny.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, no, that makes more sense. Okay, so you guys hear like faint response howls way in the west, in the distance in the west.
I look to Lenny and I go, "It seems like your brethren heard you. Let's get the fuck out of here."
And he kind of like he has his tongue lolling out and he barks at you and he goes to lick you.
I jump on his back so he can't lick me.
I push off.
All right, so you guys continue forward. You guys continue forward through the woods. Let's say, so you're heading east. Let me take a look at the map really quick. It's been a long time since I've had to look at the world map of this place.
Yeah, because we've like traveled like 10 feet every like month of gameplay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they fought everything in sight.
We really have been fighting everything in sight.
So you're
Next
moving in
week.
sort of like a you're moving in sort of like a southeasterly, in a sort of southeasterly direction. And a Daergram, give me a history check.
On
Just roll a history check.
Is it about stone?
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't he get advantage?
I get a whatchamacallit? I get to add my proficiency. Oh no, I get expertise.
Yeah. It's due to the stone that's around. So yeah, roll that.
Nice.
I'm glad I asked.
Wow. 13.
All right, so you notice, so the stone around you, there's something familiar about it. You don't quite know what it is, but it is something that's kind of like nagging at you, like almost like you've been here before, or it's familiar, but you can't quite put your finger on it or place it. So you're continuing walking, going through the
motion.
What happened?
We're going through the motion.
Pretty much.
Anything penetrate my heart.
Let's see, now where are those handy dandy random tables?
I'm actually gonna try to. Well, I'm going to assume that I was able to put away what's her fucking face.
Oh, after the battle, yeah. After the battle, you put her away, and like she allows you to let her go.
Shen Lavar, there we go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Clinny bitch.
Fucking Sextina Aquafina.
I still have a few more things that I am not sure what they do. Can I ask you to identify them?
Nope. I just hold out my hand.
Alright, I have an onyx octagon, a ring with a gem, and a dubious herbal concoction.
Dubious purple concoction. Where did you get that?
I think he's.
You told me to. I have it.
I think that might be the Sprite poison.
Oh, right. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'll as a ritual identify all these things.
So the onyx is not magical. Like the onyx is not magical. And when he hands it to you, you kind of look at him like he's stupid because it's the onyx coin that Mockingbird had given you guys as a sort of secret currency. So you said this is like underworld money, dummy. And then you have the ring. Doesn't really seem to be. It's magical, but it doesn't really seem to be any sort of magic. It just seems to be glamour to be prettier than it is.
Like a trinket?
Like a trinket.
Gotcha.
A valuable trinket, but a trinket. And the poison, the bottle of the dubious substance you found is Sprite venom.
Yeah, so when you hand the things to me, I don't even try to identify them because I'm like, I know what these all are.
Gotcha. That was more along the lines for Ralph to know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I didn't even know you had those things, so it's just like, yeah, when you hand them to me, I just, like, I hold out my hand, you pull out the things, I look at you and be like, those aren't particularly magical, that's money. That ring is money, and that right there is Sprite poison.
No, poison.
Poison Sprite? Maybe you should drink it yourself.
Why are y'all hating on Daergram so much? You're supposed to hate Mouser, not Daergram.
So, do any of you know what Sprite poison does?
Not at all.
Well, no, Addison wouldn't have said that because Addison doesn't.
Uh-oh. Oh no, I think my stream died. Oh no. Am I still streaming? It looks like I'm still streaming. I'm not dropping any frames. Google. No. Well, technically, I am still technically recording. Well, I'm not the only one, actually. Hello?
Welcome back, Ralph. Now we're waiting for Peter.
Oh wait, so Peter got kicked off too?
Yeah. Like 30 seconds after you did.
Interesting. Yeah, Discord is down for me too.
Interesting. I'm back.
That's because I'm on my phone.
Yeah, because it's also great. But yeah, I was saying that doesn't the Sprite poison have like magical random like magical effect, or is that the pixie dust?
That's pixie dust.
Okay,
You already know what that does.
Yeah, okay, so I will identify the Sprite poison, but it's only because I thought you had but I didn't write it down, I guess.
Sprite poison, but able to see. Basically, if someone is damaged, weapon that is using that poison, or if they ingest that poison, they have to do Well, um, spell it and below.
Alright, so I, that Daergram.
Well, thank you.
And, alright, is there anyone else who has any outstanding items that you can identify by Addison? This is literally why I took my level. Because no one else.
Yeah, well, I can't even get identify. But, 99% sure I literally have nothing. Yeah, I have nothing.
Yeah, you have.
What happened?
I think he does. I think he rolled well enough.
Yeah, I got a really good roll.
Oh, okay.
He knows, like, has a basic understanding of, like, the fact that the cauldron will be, you know, if he wills it to, basically.
I could maybe identify your magic item weapon, so I could actually figure out what that thing was.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's not actually identified. Yeah.
You actually can, and actually, you just took it, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold out Shenlavar and, like, what is she? And it's like sort of, kind of like I'm just holding, like, a rat by its tail. Just kind of like that.
Yeah, I will touch it, but I'll actually cast Identify just because I don't think she's gonna give me enough time to cast it as a ritual.
Yeah, so, when you cast the spell, there's a voice in your head, Addison, that sort of feels like you're addressing me with your eye. And what you learn is that the weapon has 3 charges that refills 1d4 minus 1 every dawn. The charges, the spells that it has are Charm Person, which costs 1 charge, Enthrall, which costs 2 charges, and Blink, which costs 3 charges. It is a finesse weapon with reach. It does 2d4 slashing damage, and it has a special ability called Pleasure from Pain. Once per round, Shenlavari can choose to negate damage from one attack and instead heal the user for 1 damage as a reaction. So, each round, Khorad, if you take damage, you roll a percentage die. On a roll of 1 to 49, nothing happens. 50 to 100, it negates, and you instead heal 1 to 60.
Okay. And I heal the 1d6.
Huh?
And I heal the 1d6, and it's a reaction, you said?
It is a reaction, and it is only if you're wielding.
Yep. I got it figured. So,
Does Identify go into the idiosyncrasies of an intelligent weapon, like tell you its flaws and its personality and that kind of stuff, its purpose?
About it. And as far as I know, when you cast Identify on an item, you learn everything.
Okay, so the weapon is as she said. The weapon is as it said. It's called Shenlavari. Its purpose is to seek out pleasure. To sate her requires a steady. Her flaw is she derives pleasure from pain on both her wielder and the people she is used to attack. Her wielder experiences the same pleasure she does through an empathic link, making wielding her for prolonged periods of time profoundly addictive. Any wielder that wields her in battle for 3 consecutive days must make a charisma save. On a failed save, the wielder becomes addicted and will no longer willingly part with her and begins to hunger for battle.
Can she be a monk weapon?
Can she be a monk weapon? I'll think about it.
Okay.
I was doing some research, and I was doing some research, and I was actually really thinking about it because they do have like some sort of Shaolin monk chain.
Yes, yes, and that's exactly what I was. That's the exact same thing I was looking at too.
Like, so I saw that, and I was about that, but I think the 2d4 might be too strong. So I think the 2d4 might be too strong for a monk weapon. So I may lower that and make it a monk weapon, or I may leave it as it is and make it not a monk weapon. So if I lower it, it would probably be, instead of the 2d4, it would be 1d6.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
But I just give me some time to think about it. I'm leaning more on the side of yes. I haven't decided yet.
And just to make sure, so Charm, 1 charge, Enthrall, 2 charges, Blink, 3 charges?
Yeah. So
And-
you currently have all the charges they use, because she used them you earlier.
And they regain after a long rest, you said?
1d4 minus 1. So you have to roll a 1d4 minus 1 at dawn.
Okay.
Well, in the morning when you wake up, you roll a 1d4. And whatever that roll is the amount of charges she gains.
Are any of you guys on the desktop app?
Yes.
I can't even get on.
Yeah, I'm on it.
I'm on it.
So then what are you on right now, Ralph? On your phone?
On my phone, I'm holding my phone up next to the mic.
I'm not going to try disconnecting them, but yeah, I'm on a desktop app.
Like their website is down and everything.
Oh, well, that's fun.
Yeah, so I guess when Addison tells me all that, I'm just gonna like kind of look at Shenlavar in a new light and like we might get along.
Yeah, I'm saying all these things as I'm getting it, and I'm just like looking at the weapon and looking at K6's, and then I just sort of let out like an exasperated sigh, just be like, it's kind of perfect.
So you hear her kind of a kind of giggle in your mind, and you like unless you take her hand off her.
Oh yeah, I was just touching her just to get enough information, and then I stopped because I know that the weapon is sentient, and I'm not going to handle her excessively because I didn't she didn't yay or nay it. I didn't get any consent, and also I don't know what she can. Like, I know that she can harm others, and I'm like, I just, she's as far as I'm concerned, an autonomous being.
Right, and you're a third wave feminist, god damn it.
Cathixis, upon hearing all this.
Oh my god. Okay, so you guys are what? Is there anyone else that has anything to identify? Let's get all of that out of the way. No? No one?
Guess we're done.
What about you, Ozone? Do you not want to know more about your ring?
Well, wasn't the ring already?
Yeah, because I think I rolled like a nat on it.
Yeah, he did.
You rolled a nat 20, but you learned what the ring. You learned basically about the ring, but you didn't learn everything about the ring, a la what an identify spell would tell you, like exactly what it is and what it would do.
Oh, so instead of Ozone coming to me, once I actually have access to this spell, because I got it from like leveling up again, I'll get Lenny to go up to Ozone, and then I just grab Ozone's hand and I ring on it and I identify it.
Alright. And what you learn is that it's a ring of chaos magic. And that's what it's. What happened?
No, we're being stupid, sorry.
Ring of chaos magic, and now I have to find the thing, the table that I was fucking using.
Life is so fucking hard. I sounded like Zhao when she gets hit in Dark Dawn.
Yeah.
And she shoots at the
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, fuck! I lost that table. I had it saved.
God, fuck.
Good. It was an Unearthed Arcana table, and it was amazing. And I was for what were those funky wizards called? Oh,
Play that funky music, wizard.
The Wizards of Thay?
No. Okay. So basically, it's excuse me. It's called a Ring of Reckless Casting.
Okay.
And what it is it gives you access to the Reckless Casting spell tables, which I'll send to you. That way, I don't have to like babysit them anymore. It gives you access to the Reckless Casting tables. Actually, I'm just gonna send you the link. Basically, you look at the tables and you look at the rest of the Reckless Casting feature, and basically you get access to those tables. You can use it. Did I say 3 charges before? If I said 3 charges before, then it's 3 charges.
I remember it was one. I think
So
I
let's-
remember casting.
Yeah, no, you gave multiple.
So 3 charges a day is fine.
Yeah, I think it was almost the exact same as the church.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I think it was like it got like a D4 minus 1. Yeah, -1 or -2 every dawn.
-1 makes sense because then the max would be 3. So so you have I just sent you the link to the Unearthed Arcana that I was using. Basically you get to use the Reckless Casting table minus the cantrip table. So 1st level, 2nd level, 3rd level, 4th level, 5th level.
I choose which level.
So you roll. So you roll. The first thing you do is you roll. If you want to use the ring, roll a d6 and subtract 1. You roll a d6 and subtract 1, and then whatever that is the table of spell you're using, and then you roll on the spell table.
And if I roll a 10, it's
On a D6.
no, on a D. So D6 is the level, but
Oh.
that's the spell.
He gets to cast 2 spells for the price of 1.
That's super cool.
Mm-hmm.
But if I roll another 10 on either die, I cast nothing.
Yeah.
Sort of sucks.
Right. So you can't roll 2 10s in a row. That's bad. But rolling 1 10 and then something else is rolling 1 10 and then 2 other numbers is good.
Cool.
All right, good. So now that we got all that out of the way, that's great. I'm so glad that you all have all your stuff figured out because now I don't have to babysit the items anymore. Oh my god. That was annoying.
Now you just have to trust that these people wrote all that stuff down.
It's not my problem anymore.
Exactly.
Not
It's
my
in the
problem
wind. It's out into
I
the world.
gave the information. I am not the key to that information anymore. Forgot how to use your item. That's on you. The difference is Shen Lavari because I have it written down. I will send you the page, Krzysztof, and it is no longer my problem.
Oh, I wrote it down, but yeah, you can send it to me.
Okay.
I could randomly cast Cloud Kill. That's gonna be fun.
My god. I'm just gonna stay like 80 feet away from you at all times.
I think it has a range of.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not only is there the range to cast it, but then there's the 20 or 30 foot radius.
Exactly. At least 80 feet away from him at all times.
Well, I could also heal randomly. Oh, it's good.
Ridiculous.
So I just figured let's up the chaos on.
Oh yeah.
That.
Why the fuck not? Right?
Yeah, this is
All right.
stuff.
So you're heading. So you're on your journey. Let's say it takes you. We'll say it takes you another 6 hours. And in about 6 hours, Lenny kind of stops and he starts sniffing around, and it's sort of this it's sort of this rocky area, and you see an entrance to a cave off to the side, where there's like almost like the foot of a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you're traveling along the mountain, so to speak. So you see a sort of cave at the foot of the mountain, and Lenny kind of lifts his nose up and starts sniffing around, and he kind of barks happily and then runs headlong right into the cave. You guys on his back, obviously. And when he gets in there, you both have dark vision, right?
Yeah.
So you can, inside the cave, it looks large, very large, and it seems to be fairly deep too. And roll me a dexterity saving throw.
When we're entering the cave, Simone will fly down and land on my shoulder.
That's fine. Mm-hmm.
Is it a dex save?
Yeah, both of you.
Natural 20.
All right. You both land on your feet. Nomenclature, you do some sort of spectacular acrobatic thing and land on your feet. Basically, Lenny turned back into his human form with no warning, and basically unceremoniously deposited you off of him. So when he turned back into human, he looks around and he says, "This is perfect. Let's get everyone in here." So he runs back outside and he says, Papa, come look, I found our new home." The father comes and he looks around. He looks a little bit less excited than Lenny, but he looks around and he sees the cave, and it's quite a large cave. It's a little damp because it's a cave. But there's light because there are areas where there's some like glowing fungus here and there, and there are what look like could possibly be glowworms up in the sort of roofy, like the stalactites of the cave. So there's some ambient light, very dim, but some.
That was like it's a roofy cave.
Yeah. And they sort of look around in there, and his father says to him, he's like, "Yeah, we could definitely coax dwellings out of this stone, and it's safe here. It's definitely out of Volga's reach. And I doubt she would look for us in a mountain. So this is good. This is a good Lenny," and he sounds very surprised. He sounds very surprised and impressed. And he turns to you guys and he says, I guess this is maybe where we part ways."
Well, before we part ways, now that we are out of Volga's realm, you need to know. And I'll tell him everything about the laboratory magic and the Druid Circle rites.
And you see as you're telling him this story, you see his face starts getting colder and colder the more you're going on in the story, and he almost like he's getting angrier and more determined. And when you finish the story, he says, "I will absolutely help you with this. Such a blight cannot be allowed to be on our land, and definitely can't be allowed to fall into Volga's hands."
Yes.
Sounds good, boss man.
We just wanted to make sure that we know that she could have coaxed the information from you if you knew it. We wanted to get you out of her reach so we could tell you.
And he looks at you and he smiles and he said, "My son is wise. He chose wisely."
I just roll my eyes.
Sorry for the objection. However, does this mean we know? You guys are right
technically, Lenny is the Archdruid now. Technically, Lenny is not the Archdruid. Technically, Lenny is the Archdruid now.
I finger
But
gun
as
to Lenny and go, so you want to give control over to the people who you trust, right? Because
exactly, I'm giving control back to my father.
and I just
Yeah, I just look at Nomenclature, just like, bitch, please. No.
that's
Eh.
a bunch of alliance.
I just look. I'm like, ours. They're just a bunch of fucking Lennies.
Listen, Lennies, Lemmings, it's very close. You can just throw them at the problem until it solves itself.
They die pretty easily, though. Didn't you see that one?
That one.
Oh my god!
Kind of in poor taste. And I just walk away from Addison.
That's poor taste.
Yeah, you want Goliath slaves, and I'm in poor taste.
So they go outside and they start herding people into the cave to kind of like get their new settlement started and going. And he said, is there anything else? He's like, maybe we can, do you need to rest before you go? Do you need food? Do you need...
Yes, resting and provisions would be wonderful, and also if you could point us in the direction of the halfling druid.
Somebody say.
The halfling druids, they're hard to pin down and find. They're a nomadic tribe. They usually stay more towards the grasslands, though, which is sort of as the forest thins out, where you get to the barrens. They sort of have a tendency to stay kind of on the edge of the barrens. Just be careful if you're going that way, because you will also likely run into the Lithari.
You said, what about liches? We're gonna run into liches?
Lithari.
Okay, sorry.
You will also likely run into the Lithari, and they can be difficult.
I'm familiar with the Lithari.
Okay, and he says, well, before you go, he said, I would love it if you guys would stay as we set up camp, rest. We'll prepare another feast for you before you go, and then you can be on your way.
That would be much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, they kind of go about setting up a makeshift camp outside the cave, for where they're going to stay while they're sort of excavating the cave out. So like makeshift tents here and there. Some of them coax little lean-tos out of the side of the mountain just so that they have someplace like to prevent rain from getting on them. It takes about a couple of hours, the same amount of time as them bringing down their previous homes. And they also coax the tables out of the ground like they did earlier when you guys had the feast. And a group of the druids kind of form around the table, and they sort of start chanting. Everyone starts dancing around the tables again, like previous, and then the food appears on the table. And you all eat.
Yay!
So you get the benefits. You get the further benefits for another 24 hours of a hero's feast. And what else? So you guys are gonna rest, right?
Yeah, so I think this is a good place to call it.
Yeah, I think so. So you guys are gonna rest, and I'll give you your experience. So experience-wise, that is
Yo, my hand is already going numb for having to hold my phone up to this mic. Fucking Discord.
That's funny.
I was like, why are you holding the phone up to the mic? But then I realized you're recording. Now it makes more.
Yeah, what is the experience for defeating an archdruid?
I had it right here, but it's not just the archdruid, because you defeated the archdruid. You defeated a fucking phoenix. You defeated a brown bear. You defeated a tiger.
Can we not say defeated? Because we legit embarrassed him.
You defeated...
We also defeated a lack of team.
Yeah, you defeated a lack of teamwork as well.
You sound like an after-school special, Ozone.
Definitely did. And then and as you're eating, you see the rainbow more you know star arc overhead.
Yeah, and then I vomit.
It's like the G.I. Joe show.
Yeah, G.I. Joe, knowledge is power.
Alright, so Archdruid is... Oh shit. Fuck.
The end of a Sailor Moon episode. Friendship.
There you go. So does that mean that we all are dead and will be reincarnated into our new teenage girl bodies?
Yes.
Why can't we just be Yu-Gi-Oh characters and have the power of friendship?
Because I'm not having some dumb bitch right draw smiley face and permanent marker on my...
Where's that one? Oh my god, I went across so many books to do one fucking... Didn't even live up to his fucking potential.
Welcome, Disorganized Whispers.
Yeah.
Episode Who the Fuck Knows?
This would be episode 50.
Shitty.
Kitty Wop.
Oh, stop it.
Can't beat me.
I will forcefully boot you.
Anything
With the fist.
Ooh. Sesame.
Guys, Phoenixes get 15,000 experience.
Well, that's divided by 5, right?
Yeah.
No.
Plus... Oh, God.
The episode where you hear math happen.
So, each of you gain 5,100 experience.
That's total.
That is total for the druid and the phoenix. I haven't added the brown bear in yet, so just take that for now.
You said 5,100, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Neat.
I leveled up again.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Sure ain't.
Actually, if we get another 5,100...
Yeah, no. I don't think it's gonna be that. No, it's definitely not gonna be that much.
Yeah, it was a bear and a tiger. Isn't a bear like a quarter challenge rating?
No, brown bear is so take 200 for the brown, and then the tiger.
He hit 200. Offensive. That's expensive. Oh, I was talking about poop. Yeah. Poops.
Yeah. So take 400. Two for the bear, 2 for the tiger. And a couple other things. To fix this though, I do want to give you an extra 1,000. For ending the battle the way you did. That was fucking phenomenal.
Yes.
And also avoided murdering somebody useful to the plot.
I mean,
Or potentially murdered.
He almost did, like, you know, and I was sitting here, I'm like, oh my god, like, cause I can't say anything, but I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna fuck everything up.
Yeah, I'm like, please don't kill the Archdruid. We still need him.
Yeah.
Hey, see? I was trying. Cathixis was trying.
Yeah. So that's for that, and then role play. Role play. So like, let's do. It was just fairly good role play all around, but it wasn't a lot that was able to get done role play wise. So just everyone take a flat 500 for role play. Let me see. I'm gonna give an extra 200 to Ozone though for staying in character while being deafened.
I'll take it.
Just because of the whole like, it was really good that you guys were willing to not metagame when you couldn't hear Daergram asking for assistance.
I gave a deaf person bardic inspiration.
Right.
Oh, there was that too. That you take the
For
same
all you
thing.
know, I benefited.
Take the same thing. Yeah, you did do that also. So also that. Trying to think of any other really cool moment.
Yeah, like Ozone just looked at at Nomenclature during that moment. Like, yeah, that's a cool song, bro. Like that.
Yeah, so that's it. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna call it. So that's it for experience. And you guys, you actually got a lot done. Like you learned what all your magic items were that have been sitting in your bags for months.
I have one magic item, and I've known what it does since the beginning.
Was it? So then fine. Then give me that nice armor I gave you back.
I'll take it.
Oh, I'll take it. I could use full plate.
It's
not
wearing
plate.
Damn.
Oh wait, Cathixis doesn't use armor. Never mind. I'll probably just burn it.
Yeah, but you said I immediately attuned to it, so I know what that thing does.
Yeah, that's true. That's the only magic item you have. Don't you have that silver raven that Addison gave you?
You got your book.
That's you. Well, the book that I had was just learning Sylvan. That's all it was. I just got a new book.
Two of you have Sylvan books?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have to compare notes.
Yep.
Oh, we could double up on the study.
I have
every 2 hours.
If you guys want to study together and assist each other, we can work that out. Like, you know, you could do a sort of like you could sort of study together and then give yourselves advantage on your rolls to see how well you do. If you want to do that, that's fine.
Okay. I'm good with that.
That way, you know, Ozone might actually be able to like.
We're gonna learn this language, man, Rosetta Stone, and then we're gonna travel to wherever Sylvan is spoken.
I mean, not a big deal or anything, but I was kind of the hero of this fight.
No, you weren't.
I mean, if it wasn't for me, none of that would have happened.
Suck your own dick and die.
I can't die from sucking anything. We've already established that.
If it wasn't for if it wasn't for you, what wouldn't have happened?
He's talking about old person. Good night, folks. It was a great time. Bye.
Bye, guys.
I should get inspiration for ending this.
Clerics get no respect.
Alright, good night.
Night.
I guess.